Hey everybody, this is Ben back again, and now it's time for for tonight's video. It's gonna be kind of a random video that I thought about making, which what I decided to do was I'm gonna do like a kind of like a comparison video, like between THX Optimizer and THX Optimode, which Optimode was what Optimizer was originally called. Because the reason why I decided to do this, because I actually did check some DVDs like pretty recently, and I found out that there are some differences, and I want to compare them to you so I can compare the two of them to you guys. And so anyways, so yeah, it's just a typical menu walkthrough, which I had done before back in 2023. So if you haven't watched it, you can check it out. But this though, I decided I'm going to do both met walkthroughs of Optimizer and Optimode so you can see the differences. So anyways, let's go ahead and get right into this. I'm gonna turn the volume up. I'm gonna crank it high. The max volume is volume 20. So let's go ahead and get to this. It might be loud at times, but it'll be all right. So that's the left channel, and then center channel, the right channel. I don't know if you can probably tell on camera, but the different sounds, it's like coming from different areas of the DVD player. The speakers are built-in speakers. I think it's at the bottom there. I think that's where they're coming from. Here's speaker phase. Test the different phases of the speakers. Okay, and then subwoofer crossover, which is going to be kind of it says this test requires the user to lower the volume level, but really it's not that loud on here. So anyways, let's just play tests. Yeah, it's really not that loud. I don't know if you heard it, but I mean, I kind of heard it, but I don't know if you guys could because of the sound of the DVD player running. So it might be a little bit hard to make it out on camera, but so that's the audio. Now we're going to do the video, which play tests, which this consists of 4 8-color blocks, which you can see there. You can see the blocks there, different shades of white and gray. Here's brightness setup, which if you can see it faintly, which I know I can see it. Well, actually, you can probably already can, and I know I can see it, both by the DVD player and also my phone. You can see the THX logo there. See if we can. No, you can't see it from the. Yeah, it's very faint. Here's color and tint setup, which. Yep, that's what that looks like. I don't have the required glasses for this, so I just have to leave it as it is. Monitor performance, which is the colors and how they look and stuff, adjust thing. So that's a look at that. Aspect ratio check. Check the aspect ratio, which I'm gonna, of course, as you can see, it looks widescreen and the circle is like very kind of stretched, but if I hit the display mode to 4:3, it gets it to the correct aspect ratio there. So that's that, and then here's the 16:9. Here's the 16:9 setup, which if stretched to 4:3, it's condensed a bit, and then if it's the standard like this, there isn't a problem. So that's the look at that. Okay, and then the final tests, which I'm not gonna show, but of course, if you want to know what DVD this is sourced from, the DVD that I used for this video, or for this part of it, is the Lilo and Stitch DVD. So anyways, that is it for THX Optimizer. And so now I'm going to show you what THX Optimode looks like. The differences between this and then that, which I'm going to cut it here, and I will pop in another DVD so I can show you guys. Okay, now here is THX Optimode, which, as we know, this was what Optimizer was originally called back in 2000. It was, and so anyways, the name didn't really last that long, because then it got rebranded to Optimizer like probably a year later in 2001. So anyways, let's start with the audio tests right here. Which, as you can see, there are some differences. It says Optimode menu, because the other one, it says, and most DVDs that have Optimizer would say THX Optimizer, and then probably the description and stuff with the text and all that. Which, I mean, well, maybe you can probably tell, and maybe as time goes on. So, anyways, let's play test. Oh, I have this on mute. Let's try that again. Yeah, the channels on this, they sound a little bit muffled. And then subwoofer channel. And here's speaker phase. Okay, that's that. And then here's outer phase for some more stuff. And there's a lot of phases. Okay, and then subwoofer crossover, which again, it's not really that loud, but yeah, so that's that. Which is exactly the same, but okay, that's the audio test. Now we're going to do the video tests, which there are a lot of differences between this and the Optimizer one. So let's play test, which it is just basically a white screen. It's no colored different shades of white or gray. It's just all white. And then the THX text check Lucasfilm Limited. Okay, and then brightness setup, which is pretty different as well. You can't really see it there, but there's two pink there, and a turquoise. I think there was, oh well, I can't really see like the two bars or squares like it's telling me to. Maybe I can't really see it, but Canon tint and color setup, which it's basically just the color bar screen that you would see like on TV or something, particularly back in the day. So like any old TVs would use this. Then monitor performance, like to test your monitor. Yeah, as you can see, you can already tell the differences between Optimizer and an Optimode. Then monitor check to test if it's, the aspect ratio is correct. Then 16:9 monitor check, which again, it's same kind of deal, just different aspect ratio. Ooh. Okay, and then there's no final test after you've done all them. So you just kind of go back to the main menu, and then the DVD that this is sourced from, if you want to know, like how I mentioned with how it was Lilo and Stitch before, this is sourced from the DVD of Toy Story 2, which is the original DVD from 2000. It's not the 2001 DVD, it's the original DVD from 2000 that came with Toy Story. So anyways, that is it for the THX Optimizer and Optimode comparison, and I'll see you again sometime next week. Although this could change, I could maybe upload it like some other time, but I'll probably upload it tonight anyway. So anyways, I will see you again next week, like I said.